EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the football team and the Cardinals, and it comes your way next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Washington football team. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Cardinals in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first down is Murray. It's complete to Williams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 6 catches, 63 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Right back to Connor here on first. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And here's Murray on the keeper. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. And his kick here is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 14.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Gibson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Going for the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like the adopter of my kindergarten teacher always said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
57, Mike 57. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
To throw is Murray. Screen pass to Conner. There's the stiff arm. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Once again, it's Conner. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Johnson Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 4. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
He wasn't ready.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
They'll look to throw again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Murray. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, he finds Moore. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Murray to air it out again. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Murray from midfield. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Murray going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a kick.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, a run with Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And all the way up to the 46. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Zaven Collins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2nd and 15. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
We got this.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
57.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, that's complete to his running back, Connor. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he finds McLaurin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, it's Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said, go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Washington offense set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. On
2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He'll look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line.
And the Washington first down.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Flushed out. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Touchdown! It's complete. Terry McLaurin, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Second and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Now Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tim Patrick, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And the Washington offense heading out. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Anthony Jennings in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. An option handoff given to Connor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Here's Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. I mean, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back to throw. This is caught. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll run with Gibson. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by a field goal, 46 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Murray. And oh, it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And they will take a knee here. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, happier day.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like